How can I leave without knowing who killed Charlotte?
You killed her, Hal.
If you told me you were fucking her, she'd still be alive.
Did Lydia kill her?
No, she loved her.
Lydia quickly knows Ma's head. She's been sniffing around Golden Square.
I'll do what I can for your late mother's pardon. When the time comes, speak for me about Blaine.
Prince Henry needs a governor, and I will have the post.
Does the prince want my Venus?
Oh, Venus!
Sophia's gone.
The man she married, Edmund Turner, he's a notorious gambler.
My husband has sugar plantations in the West Indies. The largest has 3,000 slaves.
Lord Ledson, may I speak with you?
I can't see you anymore.
He's turned you against me.
Let's be wed.
Tomorrow.
I'm about to become Mrs. Ali Khan, a sea of silk at my disposal. Stay. Have a drink with me.
How much for you to be gone?
Isaac's offering me money to go and I'm taking it. Hannah's good as told me Isaac killed Charlotte.
The face of a murderer. What brings you here?
The tavern. I bought it for us. No, Isaac.
Pack everything up.
We'll build an empire of taverns.
Full of pincher girls. We walk on cobblestones now. Soon, our feet will tread over marble.
Marbles from memorials.
And statues of powerful men.
I want to live, then be forgotten.
Like you ever could be.
Isaac?
Someone will do that.
Thank you. Letting me stay.
You looked so tired.
Long day.
Lydia Quigley was at my brother's house. His girl, Miss Pettifer, has disappeared. I'm afraid she's come to some harm at his hands. Forgive me, talking only of my troubles. What's brought you here? What is it?
I've done a terrible thing. I killed Isaac Pincher. I shot him. I've seen men die before, but never at my hand.
What led to it?
He killed Charlotte.
So you avenged her murder? You brave soul.
Killing's a cowardly act.
No. If I'd have been brave enough to act, I would have killed my brother long ago. When you were a tot, you used to climb into my bed every sunrise.
And who'd I find in there?
Your pa. At that hour. Cold little feet would land on my back.
And Charlotte too?
No. Not Charlotte. Lucy. I have to go back. It's too dangerous to stay.
America's so far.
Come with me.
You don't have to go.
If I go and take the blame, then Nancy's safe.
No one has to take the blame. Emily Lacey won't say anything. No one else saw you at the docks. I'm gonna get you the pardon, and then you can stay.
It won't work. Forget about the pardon. Come with me. We'll go together.
Fanny, what are you doing?
Ride across to Banbury. Go find Lucy. Kitty, come. It'll be exciting. Like we're doing it in secret.
No. I can't breathe.
You love America. It makes you feel alive.
It sounds exciting. It does, but I'd be letting Elizabeth down. All my money's in Golden Square. How can I leave it?
I've grown accustomed to not knowing where you are.
It will be different when we get back home.
You're coming with me then?
If you'll have me.
Hey, Cherry? You heard anything about Anne Pettifer?
She thought she was set for life when Blaine picked her. But where is she now? Rumping for coin like the rest of us.
Have you seen her when?
This very morning. Grieving her lost babe and eating kippers. She's a quickly girl again. Like me.
Be careful. I need you to help me with someone else. The tavern.
Mr. and Mrs. York. We're just breakfasting. Would you join us?
How kind. But it's business we're here for.
Oh?
Fortune often falls where we least expect it. How would you feel about sole ownership of this house?
That's an unexpected offer.
I want you to buy Lucy's share. She's coming to America with us.
I'm afraid I can't invest in buying Lucy's share, even if I thought that was what she wanted.
Lucy's going with you?
If Lucy wants to sell her share, then she can ask me herself. My deal's with her.
Perhaps we can continue this conversation some other time. So you play broken-hearted to me by day, and you spend your nights here.
You don't know what you're talking about.
We just buried our daughter.
Do not ever think that I need reminding! I never inspired such passion in you.
Expect me to see that and feel nothing?
Did you ever love me? Or was I just your means of getting back here? To him? Are you even capable of love?
Suture.
Oi, Emily. Someone to see you.
Has he heard anything?
Not yet.
If Hal finds out either of us are there, he'll gut us both.
Hal loves me.
How many dead girls said that about a man? You're playing a dangerous game.
Owning that place is no game. My name's on the deeds, right next to his.
You and Hal Pincher own that place together. I hope it's worth it.
What are you playing at? Accusing me, insulting Elizabeth.
What, you defend her against me?
I've worked night and day in the hope that you could stay. But the wreckage you create makes it impossible. You hurt everyone.
Isaac Pincher's dead.
Dead?
Yes.
How?
He was shot.
More blood on your hands. This has to end.
It will. I'm leaving.
Good. Go with your husband!
What am I to you? Am I in danger?
From me? Never.
I have lost your trust. I've had my eyes open to the truth.
The truth is a complex beast. To possess it requires more than mere facts.
What does it require?
Understanding. My father took my innocence when I was 7 years old. The procession of men began with him. I became what those men made me. A vessel of pain. And in response, I wrought that pain on everyone who crossed my path. You will always be safe with me, because I have been part of the very worst that men can do. Margaret Wells has turned you against me.
I told her she was wrong.
Where's your brother?
Well, he'll be sleeping it off with one of his jades.
Sounds like Isaac.
You're skittery as a spider.
Isaac.
night watchman found his body at the docks early this morning. This was on him.
I should get him back in the ring. Let him turn fury into coin.
He's trying to work Mrs. Wells out from under his skin.
Use your hips. Like this.
Fuck off.
All that rich man's education. Shouldn't you be putting it to better use than fighting?
North says these boys must believe they can win. Like me. I'm getting rich. Then I can buy all the books I like.
I will block Blaine's ambitions. And not only that, I will expose him.
What weaponry have you in mind?
A woman's word.
Not always highly valued.
This one is Lucy Wells. She was Lord Fallon's mistress and says his suicide was at Blaine's hand.
If I could bring down a Marquis, I'd die happy. Mrs. Quigley
Margaret Wells.
was hanged.
On the contrary, she's alive and well.
I've heard much about her. She'll add to my ledger, can rise from the dead.
Margaret Wells is boldly walking the streets, making a mockery of the law and an ass of those who'd uphold it. You'll find her with her daughter in Golden Square.
You train this army of boys you aim to. Then I'll think about retiring.
Somebody help!
Oh, not dressing up. I want the world to know how much I love Elizabeth Harvey!
Who could miss it?
This is the happiest day of my life.
Yesterday he stood here. And now he realizes.
I am sorry for your loss.
Not lost. His life was taken.
The gun we found, lying by his side. Who was he at war with?
Margaret Wells.
What?
She's mad. Fixed on the idea that Isaac killed Charlotte. She did this.
Mr. Pincher, Margaret Wells is dead.
She's alive! And posing as Mrs. Young.
How? Revenge won't bring him back. Nor will it chase the demons from your heart. It'll only summon more. There's been too much bloodshed.
I won't shed any blood. I'll squeeze the life from her lungs.
This was found in his pocket. Women didn't do this. A deal gone bad. An old score settled. This was a man's crime.
Mr. Young. Jonas.
Will is my past.
One of the things that made me fall in love with you is how keenly you feel. I couldn't ask you to change.
I couldn't. Even if you did. Lucy won't leave without her money. She's always had an eye for what shines, that girl.
Our ship leaves late tide. If she wants to come, you must get her now, as I'm leaving with or without you both.
What happened?
They took him. They just took him.
A gang of men.
It happened so fast.
In London. They had a carriage waiting. Slave traders.
A boy was taken from George Street last week.
We stay together. No one walks alone. You search the streets. You ask everyone. Find out who's behind this.
I'm guessing your man's gonna want to know who last saw his brother. What will I say?
Say what you like.
Oh, will I? Or will I tell him about the sailor I had at the docks and what I might have seen there as the ropes rubbed my arse cheeks?
This is your chance to earn some coin and keep your lips shut.
£5. Oh, and that fine feather in your hair would look lovely with my eyes.
Isaac would have told me if he was going to do a deal.
Oh, yeah. He had his own secrets.
Secrets as big as this? No. No, man. I'm shooting for this pile and then leave it behind. This was Margaret Wells.
Find ways to entertain and flatter him. You might talk to him at the opera.
He doesn't want me to pretend.
If you are to be the prince's courtesan, you must dazzle him.
If I am to succeed, I have to show him something real.
His Majesty awaits my company.
He awaits your home. Does Quigley school you in how to pleasure a man? If not, I'm an excellent tutor.
Ready to sound the horn, Your Majesty? I hear the vixens cry.
You're the only vixen whose cries I want to hear.
Did you keep the prince's interest?
Can you? Croft works against you.
Croft has nothing.
He has Lucy Wells, who's willing to swear an oath in Parliament detailing your crimes.
She must be silenced. I will be governor.
Swat away the other girls that buzz around the prince. I can keep Lucy Wells quiet.
That's the end of it.
Where's Margaret Wells? She must face me.
What business have you here?
Isaac was shot last night by her.
An absurd accusation.
They brought his body this morning.
I cursed the day we gave her that fucking gun. You tell that bitch I mean to find her.
That's my wife you're referring to. I hear more bile from you, and I'll drown you in it.
Let's honour Isaac's life by doing his death right. A painful lesson. Come.
This city boils with death. Isaac Pincher now. Shot at the docks last night.
A dead pimp. I feel certain the city will be in full mourning by nightfall. Where's the body?
Delivered to his brother.
I imagine he's now gunning for some sort of revenge. That's all I fucking need. What do you know of Margaret Wells?
Worth their weight in gold.
Mrs. Ali Khan at your service. Do meet my new husband, Salabat. Join the wedding party.
Your new husband? So Lucy's shackled to him too? Lucy, I need to talk to you in private.
Shackled to her. What does she mean by this?
It doesn't change anything. Lucy just owns half of the house.
What?
I need to speak to Mrs. Young.
Follow me, ladies. Let's take our celebrations upstairs.
You need to pack your things and come with me now.
I'm sorry, Ma, but I don't want to leave.
I needed a partner.
Are you in debt?
Of course. It's a new venture. You know what that's like.
So can you pay for my silks?
Those silks were an investment in our business.
You expect me to take on your debts? This enterprise, this house, is built on sand.
Salabat, where are you going? Salabat!
No more!
You don't want to stay here with these strangers. You know nothing about either of them.
They're not strangers to me.
Well, tell me, where did she live before she came here? Your money was gone the moment you bought this house with her.
Why do you have to ruin everything?
I'm trying to protect you.
From what? There's nothing I haven't seen.
From how much the world can hurt.
You taught me that when you sold me to Lord Repton. And then to George Howard. All my life you've been breathing down my neck. And Charlotte's. Since you've gone, I've been breathing my own air.
Are you finally learning what it means to be a mother? Our children will always hate us in the end.
What do you want, Venom?
You poisoned my girl against me. Dripped your lies in her ear.
She deserved to know the truth.
You don't know how I've changed. Ah, that'll be Justice Knox here to arrest you.
This is your doing.
I'll try and get rid of him. You've got no hope.
You'll never change. You spent so many years trying to destroy me.
Aren't you going to try and run?
No. I'm not going to run. Go. Do your worst.
My mother's dead. She's wasting your time.
Mrs. Quigley.
Margaret Wells is alive, but she isn't here.
Then where is she?
Look for William North. She always worms her way back to him.
Do not take me for a fool, Mrs. Quigley.
Mr. Knox, I'm the one who brought you here. Don't you think I'd tell you if she were behind this door?
Why'd you save me?
I need something from your daughter. Her goodwill.
Only if you make sure that Lucy's safe.
She doesn't need to protect me. I can look after myself.
Goodbye, Maggie. Enjoy your freedom.
You think you'll get better than me? You're lucky I ever looked twice at you.
Lucky? You dupe me, you lie to me, you steal from me, and you call me lucky!
I'm no thief. You should have said you wanted payment. Just give me a day or two.
Not another minute, Mrs. Harvey.
I'm sorry for what I said, Mum.
You were right. You breathe your own air, Lucy. I love you. You take care of yourself.
I wouldn't spend time on small talk. Mrs. Quigley will be back.
Damn it, can't you control the thing?
He's not a thing. He doesn't need controlling, he needs calming. You're a gentle soul.
He's enchanted by you.
Before you ride something, you must ensure it trusts you.
Come and ride him whenever you please. Nothing would make me happier than to see my stallion bucking between your thighs.
You spent much time with my brother.
Months.
Did he treat you well?
Until he ripped my baby from my arms and he threw me out of his house.
I'm well acquainted with his cruelty. I'm sorry for it. When you were together, did you hear of a man called Edmund Turner?
He was always writing to your brother. They met in a gambling house in Paris.
When did you last see him?
The day before I gave birth. Blaine paid him.
They're in London then. He's paying him. How can I repay you for today?
Your troubles have kept me from my own.
You should come back with me, where you are safe.
You are true, Grace. But I won't hide.
You know what I want before I want it. You're a nymph. An angel.
Perhaps I seem extraordinary because you're surrounded by liars. People who nod yes to your every word.
Not Blaine. He's so blunt it takes my breath away. And he trusts me to act as I see fit.
He is ruled by ambition.
And you have much in common.
Did you ever tell a joke he didn't laugh at? Do you think all your jokes are funny?
Probably not.
The Marquis of Blaine wants to be the one pulling the strings. So, are you happy to be his puppet?
We both did this. We bear this one together.
You didn't kill him.
I've been where you are.
No going back.
No. But I am. Today. I'm taking this crime with me.
No. I won't have you pinning yourself to the cross for me.
Margaret Wells is already a killer.
No, it won't work. Nothing stays quiet in this town for longer than it takes a whore to part her legs.
It will. Kiss me and tell me goodbye.
Kiss my ass and fuck off. I won't say goodbye to you again.
You've been my whole life, Nancy Birch.
A satisfying ride?
His Majesty enjoys vigorous exercise.
And in conversation, equally cut and thrust?
It is not your concern what we talked of.
I paid for every moment you've spent with the prince. Every breathy endearment, every tweak of your rosy nipple. I want to know every word he says when you're together. And when I tell you, you, whore, will be my voice in his ear. Belmont, is it a good kill?
I will come and find you when you're grown. I promise.
Come on, Jacob. Go find Fanny. Look at what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Life's twisted us to the wind. How did we end up here?
Kate's been away too long.
Do you think the Marquis is having a go?
Jerry Dorrington, what do you want from your life?
If my next Cole could not want me to piss on his feet, that'd be nice.
And beyond that noble aim?
Find someone to love me true.
Do you think he misses me?
Oh.
He'll be asleep by now, won't he?
You're well enough to walk, you're well enough to work. Get to the cocoa tree. Earn your keep. Do something about your face. You look like you've swallowed a dead rat.
You're a heartless woman.
I have a heart. It's time to look to the future, and ours can shine bright.
Do you trust me, Fanny?
As much as my own ma.
When the law comes, I want you to tell them that I killed Isaac Pincher.
What? No.
Make sure they believe it was me. Treasure Kitty. Run this house as Charlotte would have wanted you to. You always were my best girl.
wasn't your fault. I startled you.
America. He was packing.
Who?
Jonas Young. He's leaving.
They're leaving.
You told Fanny to make the law believe that you killed Isaac Pincher.
Yes.
Does that mean you didn't?
It was Nancy.
I thought the worst of you.
I showed the worst of myself.
You can search the house, but she's not here.
Don't come to the water. I can't sail away from you. There's not enough time to sail that I want to.
How could there ever be? Let's simply say we had a good time.
Oh, we did.
Jonas!
I want to come with you.
Want to? Or need to?
Both.
You killed a man.
I didn't. It was Nancy. I couldn't see her hang.
Nor are you. She's gone.
We're not to kill each other. You can still get her back. Margaret Wells.
Margaret Wells is dead.
She killed my brother. You have no evidence for that. Whatever Margaret Wells did or didn't do, she's off my shores.
I didn't know where else to go. I'm afraid.
Of whom?
The Marquis of Blaine.
That name again. What's he done?
I think terrible things. I don't know who I can trust.
What makes you think you can trust me?
Mrs. Wells is gone.
I know.
She gave me running of the house.
Good for you. She gave me something too. Tried to. But I threw it back at her. No, it's too late.
This is our house. We run it together.
Max.
Charlotte. Hey. Lazy jade.
I don't think I'll be paying today. And I don't think that suits me. I'm thinking something bigger.
Did I frighten you? I'm so sorry.
What do you want?
Just spending some time in my past. How much do you want this place, Lucy?
Very much.
Well then, you keep quiet. And when Blaine becomes governor, I'll relinquish my share. Then you'll be free of me.
That's bunk.
I'm learning to love people, little Lucy. I'm sure you can learn to love me too.
I'll be free of you. You can be sure of that.
Harriet? Harriet! I yearn for the sweet solace of my dusky orchid.
Never again.
I'll do anything you want. I'll give you your heart's desire.
My heart desires only the safe return of Jack Lively before he dies on one of your monstrous plantations. I know you were involved. You've given me reason never to touch you again. Now go away!
You should be begging for the privilege of pleasuring me. Now let me in!
Leave us alone!
I'll leave when I decide!
We'll call for the watch!
So call. See who comes to save you.
Has Salabat gone?
They all go in the end. Fucking men. Worrying about money. Money. Money.
Have you not got any money then?
Of course not. I am drowning in debt. But something always turns up. Sweet Emperor mine. You returned.
Take everything you can carry.
You can't do that! Put that down! Don't you dare take that!
What are you doing?
That's not yours!
My love.
You are nothing to me.
It's not hands off my property!
Salabat, please.
Stop it! This is theft! Stop it! It's mine!
Get off it!
Put that down!
Who else paid for this man's silk? That's Steph, girlie.
No one calls me girly. Get out!
It should have been me. That would have been true justice.
You couldn't have saved him.
I deserve every second of this pain. And more.
Let's sleep. Let's draw the shutters on this day.
He survived the storms of war. Before that, our childhood, we were brothers in arms. It was the mess I made that you couldn't survive.
Wow. Isaac's death was his own doing. He killed Charlotte Wells. Oh, how?
It was an accident. Emily. You said you'd never leave me.